This system has a capacity to accommodate 20,000 fingerlings. We have used recirculating aquaculture systems, which help us to overstock our hatching ponds. Remember, we are in arid areas, semi-arid areas.
Yes.
So that's why we had to innovate systems to filter our water, because we have scarce of water at Makueni.
Welcome to Iviani Farm.
We are focusing on a production of two types of fish. That is the tilapia and catfish. The two types of fish have different modes of reproduction. For instance, the catfish, when kept in artificial environments, they cannot breed. So we need to artificially propagate them in order to get the fingerlings. So what we do, we just induce them with an hormone, and after inducing them with an hormone, we strip the eggs. After stripping the eggs, we fertilize them with the gonads of the male catfish, which sometimes we do surgeries and remove the gonads from its stomach.
Okay.
Also, you can just sacrifice it totally if you don't want to do the surgery, because it's somehow technical.
Yes.
So after that, we incubate them in this system. As you can see, this morning I have incubated some.
Okay.
So because for the eggs of catfish to hatch,
yes,
they have to touch themselves to a substrate. That's why we have incubated them in these incubating troughs. So after 24 hours, they will hatch. After hatching, they will just swim down through these nets,
okay,
and settle at the base of this small pond. After 3 days, okay, we'll start feeding. When they hatch, we don't feed, because they have the yolk sac, and they keep on consuming the yolk sac until the 3rd day. So after the 3rd day, we start feeding them up to 1 month, when you supply them to our clients. This system has a capacity to accommodate 20,000 fingerlings.
The system that you put here?
Yeah, the small one, as you can see, has a capacity to accommodate not less than 20,000.
Okay.
And the logic behind that, the capacity need, we have used recirculating aquaculture systems, which help us to overstock our hatching ponds. So as you can see from this side, this is a complete trust system. We have the supply tank, we have the holding system.
The supply tank, what does the supply tank supplies?
So this supply tank, it's initially filled with water. Then water drops down through these droppings. As you can see, as it drops, we have some bamboos.
Yes.
So you are very sure that when you see bamboos, this oxygen.
Yes.
So it's aerating the water.
Yes.
For the first thing. When water enters here, it escapes through these sieves.
Okay.
And comes and enters the first basin. Okay. As you can see, the first basin.
Yes.
The first basin is filled with porous stones.
Yes.
These porous stones help in filtering of water. As you can see, observe keenly, it has pores. So it traps the solid waste. And after trapping from the first bucket, if there is any other solid waste which has been left, it is finally removed from this the second bucket.
Okay.
After which clean water enters these holding basins. In this holding basin, you are very sure that your water is very clean.
Yes.
It's fixed with a pump. So this pump has a capability of pumping 800 liters per hour.
800 liters.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you are very sure that the water will circulate more than 20 times in a day in this system. I think you can see a float switch.
Yes, yes.
So it does not pump continuously. It pumps when the bucket gets filled with water.
Yes.
It senses
Okay.
and pumps the water back. So you are very sure that we are not utilizing more solar energy.
And how many days does eggs take to hatch? After you put them here, how many days does it?
So for catfish, they take 24 hours
24 hours.
to hatch.
Okay.
Once you incubate them, they take 24 hours to hatch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the temperatures, what temperatures do you maintain for them to hatch?
Yeah. We maintain our temperatures at 25 to 30.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how we measure our temperatures to make
this room.
Yeah.
It has to be in this room, 25 to 30.
That's why you can see we have these transparent iron sheets. We are just maintaining the temperatures here naturally. We don't need to use heaters. Yeah, because we have used the translucent iron sheets.
Wow.
So that's why you feel there is some warmth.
Yes,
Yes. That's how we control our temperatures.
So after 24 hours now, you remove them from this unit too?
No, you don't remove actually, because after they hatch, they just swim down. At that age, we call them fries.
Yes.
So when they swim just through the net downwards. So after 3 days, you'll be sure that it's when they will start eating. So you don't feed them for the first day and the second day because they have the yolk sac and they are consuming the yolk sac.
Okay.
If you will feed, they will not feed the feed. Then you will be wasting the water qualities.
In this unit here?
Yeah, in the same unit. Yeah, because when they hatch, you just remove the trays.
Okay.
You just remain with the fries. So after 3 days, you start feeding them. Then after 2 weeks, we move them from this trap to the nursery.
The nursery.
Where they will stay for another 2 weeks. Then we supply them to our farmers.
So initially, in this unit, they stay here for around
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Strictly 2 weeks.
Strictly 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Then you remove them out there.
Yeah, to nursery units.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than now having plenty of water and fresh water, clean water, good air circulation and temperatures, which other aspect do one need to have a successful nursery or a successful hatching of the fish eggs?
I think the other thing someone needs to, it's just the water quality. If you maintain water qualities, because we usually measure our water qualities every morning before first feeding to make sure they are at the right range. That is, we check if it has ammonia, if it's the salinity is ranging at the right range.
Yes.
Also the pH.
Okay.
Yeah. Dissolved oxygen, to see how much oxygen is dissolved in the water. You need to check mostly. Also the conductivity, it's very key one. Yeah, we just need to check them every morning and also in the evening as well to make sure that they are at the right, because when the water quality is not at the right range, then you will not produce anything. Yeah.
And just also because to you it's a business, it's among the things that you are perfectly doing well.
Yes.
Can having a nursery, I'm not rearing fish, just setting up a nursery, can it be a good business to any entrepreneur when to get into this?
So it's a good business actually if you have the knowledge.
If you have what matters is the knowledge.
If you have the knowledge,
yes.
Yeah, or if you have someone who is professional in that sector. Also, you can train someone to operate.
And now when you talk of the knowledge, I'm very happy because Iviani Farm is here to be able to supply that knowledge to farmers.
Yeah.
So nobody should worry about the knowledge and skill.
Yeah, no one should worry about the knowledge and skill. Yeah, because we are here at Iviani Farm. We do all those services.
Thank you.
Yeah. Also, another thing which I forgot to tell you is this water. That remember we are in arid areas, semi-arid areas.
Yes.
So that's why we had to innovate systems to filter our water because we have scarce of water at Makueni.
Yes.
So the water in this system can stay for 2 years without changing.
Okay.
So if we did not have this system, then we could be changing the water regularly.
Wow.
So this reduces costs as well, and the innovation as well, and makes fingerlings to survive at a high level because you are circulating the water, it's aerated, it's cleaned, so no need to change the water. For tilapia,
yes,
broodstock fish produce when kept in artificial environment like the ponds. What we do, because we are mostly focusing on production of fingerlings to supply to our farmers.
Yes.
We have these are independent, also an independent system.
Yes.
Which runs, and also it has the filtration system as well. So in this system, this tilapia hatching system,
yes,
we have the McDonald jars. So what we actually do,
yes,
we because we incubate tilapia eggs in this system, we go and remove eggs. This being a tilapia hatching system,
yes,
because we are focusing mostly on production of fingerlings.
Yes.
What we do, we incubate tilapia eggs in these McDonald jars.
Yes.
And they will hatch they will take 5 days to hatch.
Yes.
So what we do, I know you are wondering what we do.
Yes.
What we do, we go to the broodstock ponds and remove eggs manually from the mouth, because when female tilapia lays eggs, the male one fertilizes the eggs, then the female one takes the eggs back to its mouth and brood them in the mouth. So it keeps on rotating for aeration for them to hatch. So basically, this system acts as the mouth of the female fish. So when we incubate the eggs in the system is running, because for the eggs to hatch, they need to be in motion. So it rotates the eggs, and they hatch after 5 days. So after
tilapia, it's 5 days.
It's 5 days. They hatch after 5 days.
Okay.
Then after they hatch, they swim up through this opening.
Okay.
Then they get into the holding basins. This is the holding basin. So in the holding basins, they will stay for not more than 2 weeks again. Then we transfer them to nursery units, and we continue feeding them to make sure we supply fingerlings to our clients. So after the hatchery, tunawekanga samaki kwa the nursery.
So after the hatchery, you come to the nursery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hapa kwa nursery, yes, samaki anakuanga tayari ni wa kuuzwa.
Okay.
Yeah. So ukimleta hapa, huyo ni market size.
This is after 3 weeks now. Take me slow, eh?
Yes.
Which one are we bringing here in the nursery? Is it the tilapia or the catfish?
Both.
You are bringing them.
Because I think you will see we have different tanks.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we just move them when they reach the market size.
Okay.
Yeah. Could it be tilapia? Could it be catfish? Yeah. You just put them in the nursery because they are ready for market.
Okay.
For example, in this nursery pond, it's nursery unit 5, and we have ready tilapia fingerlings. I think you can see them.
Yes.
So these are ready for the market.
Okay.
Yeah. The other nursery units, we have nursery unit 3, which we cleared it last week. Yeah. So it had fingerlings, but now it's awaiting.
It's awaiting.
Yeah.
I can see a big fish here.
Yeah, these were some of them which we had selected for brooding, and we had to just hold them in this tank before we do the breeding. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, we have another nursery unit 4,
yes,
which is vacant also. It's awaiting the fingerlings, the fries you are seeing in nursery unit 1.
Yes.
So I'll be transferring them to this because they are already meeting that size of market.
So tell me something. Eh?
Yes.
There is you talked of packaging and selling fingerlings.
Yes.
So at which point do you sell? From the nursery or from the archery?
From the nursery.
From the nursery.
Yeah, you cannot sell from the archery.
So archery is 3 weeks. They stay 3 weeks in the archery.
Yeah.
Then how many weeks do you keep them?
1. Because
just 1 week.
Yeah, for us to sell fingerlings, they have to attain 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah, for them to reach that market size, it should be strictly 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah. These are our nursery broodstock ponds. What we actually do in the broodstock ponds,
yes,
they have our broodstock fish, both tilapia and catfish. For this one, this pond has a tilapia broodstock.
Okay.
And we have suspended them with a harper net.
Okay.
So the reason why we have suspended them in this harper net, as you can see,
yes,
it's to make it easy when removing eggs. Because when you just spread them in the ponds, it will force you to drain all the water.
Okay.
And as you drain, they will just vomit the eggs. Then you will not be in a business because that's a loss. Okay. So that's why we have put them in this harper net. So what we do actually, at the interval of 14 days, which I had mentioned, we come, we push, we insert a log across.
Yes.
Then we push the fish to one side.
Yes.
So that we can handle them easy when they are at one point. So after removing the eggs, if you check in the mouth, if you see it has eggs, you just wash them in a basin. So that it can vomit the eggs in the basin. After which you will incubate them. So as you can see also, the pond has this upper net. This one.
The net, the
So
covering.
these are called a predator net. So it prevents any prey which could harm fish, so that it cannot enter into the fish pond. That's its work.
That's the work of the
predator net.
Predator net.
Yeah.
Okay. You called the net inside here, you called it?
Harper net.
The upper net and the predator net.
Yeah. The harper net holds the broodstock.
The broodstock.
Yeah.
So outside the upper net, there are no fish.
There are no fish.
Okay.
Yeah, there are no fish.
So the pond generally around here is to make sure that the water is available for the.
For the upper net suspended.
For the upper net.
Yeah, suspended in it. This is a liner pond, which is sunken one, and we have a raised pond. So for people who don't want to cultivate or to excavate their land,
yes,
they use the raised pond. As seen in this pond here. So if you don't want to excavate your land,
yes,
because there are some people who don't want to excavate their land because maybe they want to use it for another purpose,
yes,
after just raising the fish. So you just need to construct a raised one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it serves the same purpose as the sunken one.
Yeah, it serves the same purpose as the sunken one.
Yeah, okay, because even here I can see you still have the nets.
Yeah, we have harper nets.
The harper nets here.
Yeah, we have the harper nets here. These harper nets here are to hold the fast growing ones because in catfish there are fingerlings which shoot faster.
Okay.
For them not to consume the other ones, because they are carnivorous, we need to separate them and put them in the harper nets. Yeah, to avoid that loss. Because actually, if they consume the others, it means that you are not in a business. Actually, it's a loss.
So whatever is in the upper net is the mature, the older.
Yeah, the bigger ones.
The fingerlings as compared to what is out here.
Yeah.
So generally, this setup is not. Because the catfish, you told me it's for the breeding purposes.
Yeah.
But this one is now you are growing your stock.
Yeah, we are just growing our stock.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can also raise fish up to maturity in this small raised pond.
Okay.
Yeah, for this one, it has a dimension of 3 by 4.
Okay.
Yeah. You can raise them up to maturity. As you can also see, we have set it with a RAS system also, Recirculating Aquaculture System.
Yes.
So this system works the same as the ones you have seen in the archery. Okay. It also filters water. So we have a pump which is solar powered. which provides energy for the pump. Then the pump pumps water to the first drum. Then through gravity, water escapes from the first tank to the second tank.
Yes.
And also through gravity, it moves from the second tank, which has porous stones halfway filled,
Yes.
to the third tank. For in the third tank, we don't have any porous stones. It's actually a reservoir for
water.
for the clean water.
Purified water.
Yeah. Then the purified water also moves through gravity to the pond again. So it keeps on rotating or circulating. So you are very sure, because the standard, this fish standard is 3x4. It's able to accommodate 500 catfish fingerlings. But because we have incorporated it with RAS system, it's able to accommodate 3 times. So you are very sure you can raise 1500 fingerlings in this system.
Okay.
Up to maturity.
Up to maturity.
Yeah. But if you will keep the fingerlings only, it will accommodate more. Also in this RAS system, there is a bacteria we call, which called Nitrobacter bacteria, which we usually introduce it. It breaks ammonia to less toxic. So with that bacteria, you are very sure that your pond will not have ammonia, because ammonia, and it's very toxic and it can lead to death of fish. So ammonia is converted to less toxic substance in this, that's nitrogen, in this RAS system. So as water enters into the pond, it's clear, it's clean, and it's also, as water moves into the system, it aerates it, because when it falls into the system, you'll see bubbles. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how this system operates.
Thank you, George, for all the information that you've shared with me. And to our viewers, this is not just a class, but a special class to learn about fish farming. If you're interested in learning more than what George has shared with us today, if you want more information, visit Iviani Farm. Visit them today. This is their mobile number, but you call them, book the fingerlings, either tilapia. But before you book the fingerlings, I need you to visit them and see the exacting work these people are doing to train farmers and to make fish available for all of us. You don't need to have a river, you don't need to have a lake to keep fish. If it's your first time that you're watching me, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that we can continue learning together.